What's up, everybody? It's Kyle from the Arcade Hack doing a little review on the Elder Scrolls Online Beta. So here we got our character creation screen, pretty typical. Got our name field here. I ended up using my default Kaiser, which ends up being taken, but I'll get back to that after. You got your 3 different alliances. I go with Daggerfall just for the hell of it. We have all our races. I usually either default to Dark Elf or the Imperial. So in this one here, I'm kind of checking out both. Check out the Dark Elf. Not really feeling it. I mean, don't really like how it's kind of structured, so I'm gonna try Imperial here. So next here we got classes. There's the Dragon Knight, which from what I kind of gather is more of like a little bit of a Mage Knight kind of hybrid class here. There's the Templar, looks like a little bit more of a Paladin type character. We have the Sorcerer, pretty self-explanatory, and I'm actually going to try Nightblade. Seems to be the most appropriate class of what I'm used to playing. So here we got the typical Oblivion Skyrim kind of randomization here. I just do random appearance, Mohawk, very punk rock. Seems pretty cool. So go here and change my name. Use my other one, which is Chaos Fiends. And we will get started and see what this game is all about. Alright, so I'm going to go on the record right now and just say that I am kind of skeptical about the game. I mean, I think Elder Scrolls in general has done an amazing job making the perfect, amazing, immersive RPG game. I mean, the best one, I think, that's been made in either in all existence or in a very long time. I'm kind of skeptical that they're jumping right into an MMO. Not exploring a co-op option. I know with one of the mods for Skyrim was actually making it co-op, but it was very buggy and would lag out a lot. We'll get to this quest part here. I like how they kind of merged some of the previous systems that they had. They have this Morrowind style where you have your chat log kind of thing where you kind of read it and see it side by side and make your choices. But I like how they actually have combined it with the voice acting portion of it. I found that was a huge upgrade from when we went from Morrowind to things like Oblivion and Skyrim, where you had that rich sort of fantasy atmosphere where you feel more part of their world, as opposed to just kind of sitting there reading like old school computer games. So here I kind of go through the quests here, read and see what's gonna happen next. So I go through here, a little bit of an RP with coming to let us through the gate. I mean, honestly, even though it's beta, I mean, I know I kind of criticized the graphics right off the bat. The graphics and everything else seems very smooth. I mean, they made a lot of the hand motions, and even just the attacking and everything else, loading screens, everything is just a lot. It's so much more fluid. It's not so, I found like with things like Skyrim, it was like, or original Morrowind actually was just like hand out, attack, hand out, attack. This is just so much more fluid and just it seems more natural, like something you would actually, maybe do. I mean, maybe not to the full extent, but at least a little closer anyways. So we'll kind of navigate through the halls here, looking down, following these people here, because we're making our epic prison escape in a typical Morrowind game. So we'll grab a sword. So even grabbing stuff, it looks a little bit better, it's a little something a little different. So again, I got our inventory. I kind of like this system a little bit better. It looks a little cleaner. I didn't like the fact that in the previous games you had everything centered, so you couldn't really see what was going on around you. This is, it's still blocking a good chunk of the screen, but at least gives you something. So I'll kind of scope out the table here, see what else I can kind of find. I believe there's a potion or something in this. There's a potion and there's something in the bag here, some pork or something like that, some ingredient. Let's scope it out, and let's keep heading out. So yeah, pull my sword out here, got the block down and slash. So even the slash, I mean, like I said, the slash is a little more of like an uppercut, and it's sweet because it actually like has that little bit of a blur effect, kind of breezing through the wind there. Kind of looks a lot more fluid. Even I like the I guess not even a targeting system, but I like how they actually highlight your enemies in red. Makes it a little easier to focus on what you're actually doing. Again, the combat, I know that's what a lot of people are complaining about. I had a lot of friends who really kind of almost tried to talk me out of the beta in general, saying this game was going to be terrible. But I mean, I found actually myself so far, I mean, just the combat, it seems a lot more, I don't know, like I said, I'll use the word fluid again because I lack of better words, but it is just a lot more fluid of a thing. But loading screens are also super impressive. I love it how it's just so fast, quick, and easy. So here we got an archer kind of, here I'm fighting, so again, kind of keep my keep my range close and just make sure I kind of kill him here fast. So here, kind of got to level up here. Alright.
You got more meat on your bones than most of these poor bastards, and I see you've armed yourself. Good. A fellow prisoner.
Let's get able to talk to her here as our first quest objective here. Kind of finding her and talking to her, see what she needs our help with. So we gotta help her find this prophet guy. We'll kind of keep going through the quest and see where it kind of ends up leading us here. So now we got her kind of following us, and now we gotta reach the tower here. I do like how in the sidebar here now it gives you your quest update. I'm just gonna go through. Before I get to that, actually, I'll get my talent points here set up. So again, I'm gonna use I'm actually use stamina because I mean since I'm using daggers, I mean I like to slice and dice with the best of them, so I'll keep that up for sure. So again, it's just giving a little blurb about character skills. So I do get an actual skill here, so it gives me a thing, does some magic damage with my dagger here. So I'm just gonna read it over here. And it goes to my little hotkey bar, a little pop-up when we go into combat, I think, in the next little bit here. So we'll see how these actually operate in practice the next little area here. Alright, so go check out third. I just want to check out third person. I usually actually play these games as third person, but I played it first person once and it was like game over for me. So here we'll go up. We'll see as we now have a little action bar down here. We'll go attack this guy here. So we'll press 1. So you see it kind of does a bit of a different animation. One thing I am a fan of, like with games like World of Warcraft, is where they actually have the cooldown. You know, a little kind of ticking timer that goes around just to let me know, give me a little more peace of mind that I actually used something. I mean, I can see my mana going down. I can see obviously I did something a little different. But I just find it's a little makes for a little bit different gameplay. I mean, it kind of gives you that peace of mind, you know, especially if you ever lag or anything like that. Which is what I was kind of worried about actually in this game when I first started. I was worrying that my computer was gonna start getting outperformed by games, but luckily I'm still by Alienware and actually still I mean relatively top graphics here, but. So I see losing health. These guys explode. They actually kind of do like a nice. They show the actual area of effect, which is nice. Should probably pay better attention to it, but so kind of go just from a map. Gives the typical icons, just like all Oblivion and everything else has had set up since kind of implemented that kind of system. So we'll keep going down here. Do a little bit of sprint. We'll kind of do a bit of exploring. See what's around here. Alrighty. So after exploring for a bit. Kind of meet back up with my companion here, and gonna just eat some food here quickly because I'm kind of low. So I gotta go actually destroy this sentry or sentinel thing up top. So I equip my armor that I actually picked up before. Didn't actually, like a noob, totally forgot to equip it. But I'll go through the story here. So now we're gonna go disable the sentinel thing up top, which is going to be probably up on this little cliff and ridge up here. So you see I press Q to get a little bit of a quick bar so you can set quick actions, which is kind of nice. I mean, I never really utilized it in the previous games, but it's one of those things that I always knew that I need to kind of utilize to be better at this game, but you know, whatever. I'm not I've never claimed to be the best, and I probably never will be, but see where we go from here. So looks like there's an up ramp just to the side. So we'll go up here. Fight some more of these guys here. So you can see this guy's kind of, this chick's sort of fighting here with us. And again, don't get out of these things because apparently I don't deem it that important. I enjoy too how they have almost that Left 4 Dead kind of glow around them when they're attacking you. Kind of know what you have aggro on, and what's kind of been taken by other players. A little bit different system, I mean, than most MMOs and stuff like that, which, again, it's kind of almost refreshing, not having the same beaten over the head, the exact same systems. I mean, so far I think they're doing a pretty good job based on the short bit I've played here so far. Seems they've done a pretty good job at creating something kind of unique, where they've actually managed to blend the single player experience and mold it. Like, I mean, I don't even feel like I'm playing in an MMO right now, but we'll destroy this thing here. Blow it up. So now I blinded this guy, so we're gonna go. Now I gotta find the prophet's cell. We'll just kind of take a look around. Maybe just kind of take a look around here, and then Gotta head on down. But yeah, there's some chests here, they're empty. Some skeletons just kind of chilling up here. I mean, even the detail in like some of these like little small things, like I mean, they didn't need to put anything special around here, but I mean, even just this little. I've always been impressed about that. Like a lot of the dungeon work that they've always done in a lot of these games, it's just always little attentions to detail that I'll always notice because I mean, that's who I am. Jump down here. Actually, impressive helmet that actually lived from that. Because I mean, it seemed like I was actually gonna die. I wasn't sure if I was gonna live, to be honest. So we'll come across the river here, but yeah, I'm really impressed with a lot of the little tiny details that they add, just for that little bit of to make it more realistic, So come to the door here. It's blocked. Crazy flame here is a ward. So now we gotta go talk to this other guy over here after. I think just gonna finish talking to her. So now we'll go down here and find this Clabell guy. Really phenomenal voice acting in this. I mean, they've had so many famous people do different voices in this game, and I mean, it never ceases to be amazing. Not even just necessarily celebrities they get, but even just the quality of it in general. Like even the ones who aren't celebrities, they just do such a great job. It's like you don't really, I don't know, you don't really have, I guess you can tell who the great ones are and who the bad ones are. They all kind of really just flow together and really make the world very real. So now I gotta go over here. Let's go see what these guys are up to. So gotta kind of go down this little river thing over here. So go down over here. Let's see where we're gonna head next. Up here. The loading screen. I like the loading screens even now too, because they're so short, which is nice. Like I mean, they're mostly pretty fluid, but even then, like they're just kind of, even when you do have a bit of one, it's just like that instant sort of, snap back to it. I mean, I know it's one thing used to frustrate me with some of these games, like, you're going to a dungeon, you load in, it's just like, okay, ready to go. So I mean, I'm gonna try using sneak in here a bit. Kind of kept hitting it by accident when I was attacking here, but I'm curious to actually, I wanted to see kind of how it was going to work. I actually don't think I even do it successfully in here, but I mean, I know Sneak in Skyrim, some of the perks were just like so stupid overpowered. But let's kind of navigate our way through here. So I mean, you see here, I can, I think it takes me a couple tries, but I mean, this thing here is a spike trap, and I can actually disarm it as my class, but I decided to walk in it because it seems a better idea than disarm it afterwards here. So we'll kind of go and walk around in here, see what's kind of around. Kind of jump around, looking through. There's a bunch of spike traps in here. I think like I said, I think I disabled maybe one tops, if I even get that off. So I disarm that one, kind of walk over it. I do kind of like this class. It does seem very roguish, but I mean, typically play hunter in WoW, but I mean, it is kind of a nice change of pace by the looks of it. Actually, in Skyrim, I kind of played that sort of class where I was actually switching up between heavy armor and dual wielding, heavy armor and two-handers, and then I actually would go through I went through a phase and then I switched to light armor and did a bunch of other things. So in this game I decided I wanted to try doing that. I mean, I always wanted to do marksmanship in these games, but I was never really very good at it, because I mean, I found just the movement of the enemies, the way they moved sometimes is kind of hard to sort of keep up on target, so I never really even bothered trying. So kind of always ended up going two-handers, or in Skyrim I kind of ended up dual wielding. So we'll keep looking through here. I mean, looks like I kind of just walked in circles here, I think. But now that I kind of know now I've kind of got my heading here, we'll head where we're actually supposed to go. Just disarm another trap. I'm always big in these games. I penny pinch. I will check every single chest, every single barrel, even if there's one gold in there. I'm taking it, because I know in like Morrowind especially, I would like search and get all kinds of armors and everything else out of every little barrel. And I mean, I made tons of money and was able to buy like anything I ever needed. Never had to worry about it. Just because again I was penny pinching. I even like the swimming animation here. It just looks so fluid, and even the water just looks so beautiful. Graphics are just actually pretty well done for the beta. Certain areas they still look a little blotchy, but I mean, I think come release, I think it's definitely going to improve. So alright, we'll come up over here and look at these little prism things and see what it seems like the prophet's in here. So I think she's going to tell us we have to deactivate these little beacon things here. So we'll go through, we'll advance the story here, look it through Look at these little pillars here. Deactivate that. I enjoy too how it's not a lot of even like the actions, like even just your general actions of like, you know, grabbing things or activating things. Everything's like so unique. It's not just like, you know, you don't just like put your hand out and like press a button. It's kind of, you know, everything, like some things it looks like you're channeling, some things it looks like you're actually grabbing them, you know, some things that you're actually like flipping switches. It just gives you that little bit more realistic feel. It's not like you're just like, you know, action button, action button. Everything is kind of unique to the style here. So she's going to sacrifice herself here, let him out and switch places with him inside. Let's see how this goes here. So now he's out. Talk to him. He's going to let us know all his sweet plot points here going. And, you know, prophecy, usual Morrowind and Skyrim and Oblivion stuff. So now we're going to have to go enter the anchor room here. So let's see where we have to go here. Take a little. Yeah, see, now I found it. Now I see the door. Looks like awesome death down there. But I mean, it's kind of cool again that they even gave some time to detail down there, right? So right over here to the next door, and next part actually is pretty damn cool. I was actually really impressed with this next part and how they actually managed to make some neat cinematic, well, not even cinematic, but just like little RP nuances in this game that really just sort of make it such a, I don't know, such a really epic adventure so far. I mean, I've only really played the intro, but it seems great so far. I mean, if they keep this up, it's definitely proven to be a pretty good game. Alright, so we gotta kill these guards here. So, get all these abilities, take them down, come down fast. Run over here and zerg this guy. Keep my distance close. And now those guys are done. Just go check this chest quick. So I mean, I like this here too, where this enemy comes up just so well crafted. And I mean, definitely kind of has that feel of the Shah from World of Warcraft, what's currently going on. But I mean, it's just like, it's such a great design. And I like how they even have this like custom skeleton he raises up, you know, just to stop you. And you can see like he's got like different things. It looks like he has like the rib cages for like his like more thighs, and like he's just crafted out of like, you know, this weird amalgamation of bone and like this cool like blue fire. So I just gotta, again, this guy's healing me, so it makes it pretty easy. So kind of go here, and I mean, it is kind of a boss, which is kind of nice. Like it's not just, you know, run up here and it's like if I'm holding down my attack button, I'll actually just destroy him, or I'll like two-shot him, you know, or if I don't even one-shot him. But like, I like this, or I'm actually having to, you know, like run in, use my abilities. I'm like I'm bleeding my mana completely dry, using my abilities on this guy, and the guy's not even dead yet. Like, there's some skill to it, which is again fun. I mean, obviously it's needed in an MMO, and that's something that they've managed to capture well, as they didn't make it so, you know, face roll. They actually gave it a bit of skill. So, alrighty, so let's try that again. We'll talk to the prophet here and finish off this little starting area. I think here. I have a lot of predictions for this game on what I think is going to happen, where I think it's going. Me myself, I mean, a lot of people are predicting that again it's going to follow the typical, as they call, WoW killer mentality, where nothing that is pay to play, with the exception of Eve, has lasted more than a year as pay to play. They have very specifically worded that they need to be pay to play in order to produce the caliber of content that they want to put out and that the player deserves, which I very much agree with. I mean, myself, I think 6 months it's going to go free to play. They will have recouped a good chunk of their money just through subscriptions that people will, even if they don't end up liking it, I mean, they're going to try it. It's an ElderScrolls game, let's be honest. We're all trying it just because they vouched for it. But I think after that, what they really should be focusing on is, I mean, like World of Warcraft, they've done a great job in marketing scheme. All they really need to do is, like, you know, new content pack, $3 gives you like a quest line or something like that, or new dungeons or something. I mean, people will pay money if it's only a couple bucks, and I mean, they'll get tons of customers. they'll get tons of customers and they'll get people buying it. It'll make them so much money in short stints that they can put out that small content here and here and just see their returns like so fast. But again, that'll be for kind of the future to decide. I mean, honestly, I don't even care if they do just keep pay to play. I mean, I'll probably still play this game. It looks really good. So that's the little intro area, little intro quest. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully, I have more coming soon. And thanks for watching, guys.